my name is Joshua Kishimi, your presenter for today. And guess what? I'm with crew members. They're here, so amazing persons. I'm also here with a special person in Hamland, not just in Hamland, in Nigeria. And with me is nobody but Mr. Joshua Maikori. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Joy.
Yes,
You're
sir.
welcome.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, can we meet you?
Yes, you're welcome. I'm Joshua Audu Maikori from Dura district in Koi. I was born in Dura some 75 years ago. And I was schooled in SM Primary School then, now Mode Primary School, Koi.
Wow.
Then I moved to Kogoro SM Secondary School. After that, I went to Kaduna Polytechnic to study accountancy. After graduation, I worked in ABU bursary for about 3.5 years before I moved to UK to study accountancy. I came back in 1981 and I worked with FCDA as a parastatal from 1981 to 2000 before I moved to Federal Ministry of Finance, and I retired in 2009.
But you didn't talk about your marital history, your background, family.
I got married to my wife in 1974.
Okay.
And we had four children, 2 boys,
Wow.
2 girls, but 2 are late.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
The first 2 are both married, and we have 5 grandchildren.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
I'm sitting with a grandfather.
Yes.
Okay. So, sir, you said you are from Hamland, and there is a popular theme for this year. We are not Jabba, but Ham. What can you say about that?
Well, me, the name doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yes, to me, you can call me any name, but character matters. And I know Ham people, by culture, were very dedicated and humble people, very accommodative. And from what people who have witnessed to Ham Festival,
Yes,
you
sir.
know that Ham people are accommodative.
Yes, they're very hospitable.
Actually, the Java name is a derogatory name by the Hausa people.
Sir, you are confident enough about accountancy and other things, and then you talked about your marital background, which is well captured, well understood, your education, the adventure within Kaduna State and even outside Nigeria. So how can you connect that to the culture and norms of our own culture?
Well, let me first say that we are grateful, as Ham people, we are grateful to the old SM missionaries that came to Koi in 1910 and brought along with them education, health, and the gospel. In fact, the primary aim was the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
Once you have come to know Christ, they will provide health, basic health care for them.
Yes, sir.
And then they will help them to get education. And so, with that background, we were the first people to receive the SM missionaries, the whole of that area. And with that, we had a very good education. I don't know where we would have been if the missionaries had not, God had not sent the missionaries to Hamland. Because from there we had many educated people. So many firsts were produced from Ham. You know, first Christian convert, first doctor, first pharmacist, first
the military.
In fact, I'm proud to say my elder brother was the first qualified lawyer in Southern Kaduna.
Whoa.
Yes, Audu's father.
Audu, okay, 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 yeah.
So, but that came with the hard work of the Ham people. I grew up to know that our people were very industrious. They were either farmers or businessmen, and whatever they laid their hand to do, they did it to the best of their ability. So I'm proud to have come to.
Okay, the way you are deliberating on this, can you tell us the core activities or business that Ham people are known for? What are Ham people known for? Yes, they are known for hospitality and others, but when it comes to business, career-wise, what are they known for?
Well, when I was growing up, let me say when I was in primary school,
Okay, sir.
I didn't know uh, of any tribe in southern Kaduna that were business minded like Koi. I don't know how
Okay.
many, yes, I don't know how many shops were there. And all of them were owned by indigenous. And when I went to Kaduna Polytechnic in 1970, I happened to live very close to the motor park.
Mm.
And I can't remember how many Koi businessmen stayed in our room. When they came, me and my friend would look for another place to allow them to stay. We were passing from Koi to Kano to buy stuff and come to Koi.
Okay.
So Koi was like the center of, in fact, they were calling Koi
Center of commerce.
the Igbos of Southern Kaduna.
Yes,
You
center
know,
of commerce.
yeah. So apart from that, they were great farmers. They were hunters.
Yeah.
You know, so and I give you an example of my father. My father was a blacksmith. Yes, he was a blacksmith. He was a farmer, and I never saw my father idle. Even when he was sitting down, he was either knitting this this local
Yeah.
tabarma or something. My father used to make, I don't know how we call that local molo.
Okay.
Molo.
Molo, that's the.
Dam.
Okay,
Dam.
that's,
Dam.
yeah.
He used to knit it, and then he used to play it.
Okay.
You know, and our people were. I remember every 3 years, just like we do some ceremony. Now, every 3 years they do the Dodo festival.
Yes.
You know, and then we as children would like to go and watch them. You know, even though when we became Christian, we discarded that because some of them were devilish. You know, but then it used to bring them together.
Yes, it's bring unity.
Yeah, bring unity
yes.
and celebration, and
Yes.
you know, and so. But how people were very artistic, were very good musicians. You know, were very good people who were doing some.
Yeah, I think
things.
Fisher sang something about that.
Yeah,
He said, Fisher sang a song related to that.
Yeah, but we used to have competition even from different villages.
Oh.
You know, Gora, Dura, Samban, you know, and apart from that, they used to do a wrestling competition.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So young men, strong men, will move from one place to another and challenge others.
I think we need to revive those past memories, and we can't do it alone. We really need.
No, we can't do it alone.
Yes.
I think now that Tukham is back, we can bring some of those things. I have some write-up about how to improve Tukham.
Okay, sir.
Apparently, the late Joel Duke, the first chairman during Obasanjo in Jaba local government, at the point, they were the pioneers of Amir Tukham in 1979-80.
Oh.
At a point, he withdrew, and then I asked him why. He said that people are dancing naked. And so he eventually became a pastor.
Okay.
So I said, but you don't throw the baby with the bathwater because the bathwater is dirty.
Yes, I was only going to that.
So I said, so let's refine it. I think going forward, I'll bring some of my write-up so that we can build on it. Okay. But I believe that Tukham, because to me, that's the only event that I know that bring all the hands together. Yes, whether you are Muslim, Christian,
Duya, Koro,
whether you are following or whatever, yes. Everybody was involved. Any other festival you bring, there's no Tukham. People will not be involved.
Yes,
so we should not throw it away. We should look at the good values, especially the hand values. Like I said, hard work, unity. Dedication to duty, you know. Harm in particular, I think it was just God's design that we happen to be first in almost everything in Southern Kaduna.
Yeah. Okay.
Then the other thing is, like adultery is not allowed in Java. In fact, it's a pride for any girl to marry as a virgin. And when you marry a virgin, they celebrate you. There are many others. And then another one that the young people, like your young age now, don't adhere to. I remember when I was growing up, even up to Polytechnic, for a young man like he asked to drink, like you to drink alcohol, is a taboo.
Yes.
Yes. The only people those are Fulani, the only people who used to drink alcohol, the local Bukutu. elderly people,
elderly people.
Grandfathers.
And children don't even sit and miss them.
No,
they don't sit in that council.
They don't sit and miss them.
But now you see a father and a son sitting in the same beer parlor, friending the same girl. So is it like our value is really reducing?
Our value has been reduced by so-called education, but the education which is supposed to make us better is actually making us worse.
So what can we do to improve it? Because
first, let me tell you where we made a mistake.
Okay.
When we were in primary school, primary 1 to 4, we all learned in Hausa.
Yes.
They didn't teach our English.
Yes.
Well, when we started primary 5, they now say they started teaching our English, and they say no vernacular.
No vernacular, yes. I
when you speak vernacular, they allow you, you know. So, and then we left Ham.
Yes.
Completely. We have started teaching our children Ham, how to read and write Ham, and then some of this culture, like the Pope Ham is a historian. I expected the Pope Ham, I'm not blaming him, but you know, sometimes we make those careless mistakes. We should have built on the elders who know the history of Ham to tell the younger ones and encourage our boys to read history. Then they will build on your. Professor James was a historian too, late. Okay. Professor James wrote about 4 or 5 books. I have all of them.
So, sir, connecting this back again, would you like to advise that Ham language, just like Hausa language, is being taken in schools, should be encouraged in Ham community?
No, it should. Otherwise, we will lose it one day.
So, sir, I would like us to talk more about Jaba marriages and the rights. Yeah. Because Ham, Ham marriages and the rights. Because of recent, we learned that they have rights of different clans. Is this supposed to be a unified kind of a thing? Okay, let's say people from Kwe, they have a certain way they charge young men when they come to marry. Some are also complaining that if you want to marry a Jaba lady, a Ham lady, if she's from Kwe, the price is different. If she's from the Du, if she's from Kubacha and the rest, their prices are different. I was like, I never heard of that. No. And then we had a conflicting discussion with someone. It was really a conflicting one. Let me tag it like that. Because he paid a bride price of 300,000. I was like, it has never happened. And they don't even tag education to bride price. So in the past, before now, how does this process occur, and how do you go about it?
Okay, let me give you from what I know. Like my father, he never collected dowry. Dowry was nothing more than maximum 5 shillings.
Okay, 5 shillings. That means then there was unity. They were married because of the relationships.
They were not married because of. In fact, people. Okay, let me give you one of the. How do I put it? Because I studied finance.
Yeah.
One of the colloquium then is that dowry, money for dowry, and money for, I've forgotten the other one now. That they don't add any value to anybody.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we have anything like traditional marriage?
Yes, we do.
There is something you say you would really like to talk about, but I don't know if we still have time to talk about it, or you still want to talk about it, about the core value when it comes to discipline and then drinking of alcohol that is really affecting our youth. I want us to talk more on the youth now.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
My pen. Apparently, I'm a traditional council title holder. Even though I tried my best to dodge it, I was forced, like forced. Nobody forces me to do anything. But this one, I just collected out of respect for so many elderly people. My old teacher, my old mentors, they all say, look, when you collect it, you add value.
Yeah.
I hate going to the palace or anything. Because before I became a traditional council person, I was asking, what do you normally do there every Friday? But I don't see any changes. The discipline that we knew is no more there. When I was growing up, our local chief, the chief of Dula, if a small boy misbehaves and he's reported, they bring him and in Zori, all the younger people, his age mates will be there. Sometimes even the ladies. And if he's found guilty, they will whip him there in the middle. If you stole something, like you stole oranges, they will bring it and put it in the container. And after whipping you, they put it on your head. You carry and then go around the town square.
Yeah.
And then they will be singing, thief, 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 thief. In fact, sometimes after they do it, the person will run away from the town. You won't see him again. So discipline was done first and foremost within the family. If they don't, if you are too difficult for the family, they take you to the chief. The whole town will be involved, you know. And if you are still stubborn, then they will now take you to Hapo, the chief's house. And you notice you go to the palace, you will see there's a prison.
Yes, sir.
That prison, for anybody to enter there, he must have been an outcast. In fact, nobody would like to identify himself with
you again.
Yes. So that's how we were covering these things. And then any child belongs to everybody.
Yes, yes.
Everybody. If as a child I did something wrong, somebody who is not related to me in any way will beat me for doing something wrong.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful time.
Yeah.
So it's really an amazing moment with you. I've learned a lot. You've inspired me through your words. So listeners and my viewers, my team members are really working hard. Our guest really inspired us this afternoon. He has told us a lot about Ham community, Ham youth, and then how to build Ham community to a greater height. I believe you've all heard the good news. Competitions are coming back to Hamland. Stay tuned as we continue another episode next week and stay station. Thank you.